Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Today's Real Talk segment is going to be on fear is a liar. And you know what? Fear is a liar. I can completely attest to that. Here it is, Thursday, November the 1st, 9:07 a.m. And you're probably thinking, Carla, why aren't you at work? Well, I'm going to tell you why I'm not at work. And I haven't really let but my closest circle of friends know this. However, I lost my job on Friday, so I'm not at work because I'm looking for work. And hence the thing, fear is a liar. I have a lot of financial responsibilities, and I'm not going to let this get me down, because there is something bigger and something better out there for me. And I truly believe that with all of my heart. And of course, this comes in the midst of me needing to look for a new place to live. Well, it's a little hard to secure a place to live when you don't have a job. So hopefully I won't end up homeless. And I know I won't, because I have a great circle of friends that will fill in the gap for me if I have a little bit of lapse between finding a place and a job. And you have to keep that mentality. It is so easy during a time such as this to fall into a depression. And I've gotten close a time or two, but you know what? Again, fear is a liar. I know that God is cleaning my closet so that He's making a way for me to have something amazing. He is preparing a table for me before my enemies, to be able to say, see, I've got her. And I am so blessed to be where I'm at today. I'm just leaving the downtown area after filing a formal complaint against the property management company who manages the home that I rent. You can't be a bully and get away with it. I'm sorry. And you need to know, sometimes it's good to know who you're dealing with. I keep my educational background, I keep it very personal, very private, because sometimes people may try and use that against you, or they may not want to deal with you because of who you are, or not really who you are, but your abilities. If you saw my resume, you would just be like, okay, why? And I had someone ask me the other day, Carla, why were you working where you were? You have this background of law and business management degree, and why? Well, why? Because I needed a brainless job at the time, and it was brainless for me. So now I've kind of put the stuff back on my resume. I am older, and it is what it is. So you can't give up. There is something amazing out there for everybody, and you have to be confident, be secure, know exactly who you are, where you're headed. How many times have I said that? Know who you are. Biggest thing though, getting sad, getting depressed, it doesn't get you that new house quicker. It doesn't get you that new job quicker. It only slows things down. So you got to remain confident. You've got to look the world in the face and say fear is a liar, and know that bigger things are coming for you. It's the only way to live. It really and truly is. Are you going to have your dark days? Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. But by golly, get your butt back up. You get up and you keep kicking and you keep screaming until you get what you deserve. And if you're out there like me and you're jobless, do not settle. I know what I'm worth, and I'm going to hold out for it. And I'm going to demand that I get what I'm worth. And, and if you're a boss or an owner and you're listening to this, let me give you a piece of advice, okay? If you have an employee that is a relationship builder, builds good relationships with your vendors, gets you discounts that you never had before, gets fees waived that you've never had waived before. I'm not talking about $25 fees, okay? Where I was at, I had opening plant charges waived, okay? We're talking $1,200 that they would end up putting on our invoice and calling it 8 cents. Because I built good, strong relationships. I knew how to treat the vendors. I knew how to be courteous and be kind and work with them. And that's the kind of employee I was. But let me tell you about one of the owners. She likes attention. She really, gathers off of attention. And instead of, okay, let me go back. One of the vendors brought me a cake for my birthday in September. And, instead of her being happy about it, her attitude was, they've never brought me a cake before. Really? Why should they? No offense, but why should they? I mean, come on. You sit behind your desk. You sign checks. I see you constantly on your phone, in your chair, and I know that you're texting or you're on Facebook and you're the owner, and you have every single right to be doing that. But don't sit back there because one of your employees gets treated well by a vendor because she has treated that vendor well. I used to send the vendor pizza. Their dispatch office, I would send them pizza. I would go and deliver pizza, because they work hard. They work so hard at what they do, and it's a thankless job being a dispatcher. But I knew that to have a good relationship, this is what you do with your vendors. This is how you gain respect. So, they brought me this cake, and that was her attitude. When her attitude should have been, that's my girl. That's my girl. That's how she should have reacted to everything that I did for her company. That's my girl. Instead, she got an ingrown hair, let it fester to the point where she found whatever she could to just finally let me go. And that's what it boils down to. I mean, she was looking. For a month, I've been on eggshells because I knew that she was just digging, and I worked so hard to try and make her number one, to do everything I could for her before I did it for other departments. And, well, at the end of the day, she had her mindset, and that's okay, because you know what? She did me a favor. She did me a favor because she opened the door for something much better, much bigger to come along. And that's okay. And that's the mindset that you need to get in. I'm not mad at her. I don't hold a grudge. I pray for her. I pray that maybe she will reach a point in her life and where she'll no longer hold grudges against people, and to where she doesn't feel like she needs to be accredited for, everything. To where she knows that if someone on her team is being credited for something, then indirectly she really is too. Because obviously if we're doing good things for the company, then we're doing good things for the owners. And, that makes the company in a whole look really good. But at any rate, enough of that. So fear is a liar. Stay confident. Be who you are. Be yourself. And if you're like me and you enjoy wearing skirts and Converses, because that's how I roll, do it. Don't be somebody you're not. Let the Punky Brewster out in you. And, just kind of go with it. Enjoy life. Enjoy where you're at. Just know that, sometimes things have to end so better things can come. And that's how I'm looking at this right now. Things have to end for better things to come. I got a lot of changes coming up between new job, getting a new place. my kids moving back north. It's going to be just my daughter and I in the next 3 or 4 weeks. And wow, it's going to be a whirlwind. And you know what? I'm going to stay on top of the mountain, because that's where God has me planted, on top of the mountain, praising Jesus. And thank you for right where I'm at. No complaints, no worries, no fear, because, friends, fear is a liar. So just punch it right in the face, and you keep moving on with your day. I love you guys so much, and I hope that this has been an inspiration to someone out there. Have an awesome rest of the week.